Let's not. Too.
Well, I believe they met when she was dancing, and this is her on the left. That's Edward. I don't. That's a great question. I don't think it was Juilliard.
No.
But
New York.
Here's the funny part about this guy's relationship with.
Those aren't Juilliard boobs. Oh, look at Edward. He just looks like such a weasel. Look at him.
Well, here's the funny part. So where this picture comes in handy is Martha Rogers has been on a fucking tear on Twitter. I don't know if you've read any of this stuff. We put this up earlier with her feeling. She is literally skewering them. The next tweet was, since Ed and his old boys club, Trump cabal, can leak countless articles with impunity, starting tomorrow, I'll tweet every hour what's actually happening with 24,000 employees, with Ed Rogers, Alan Horn, Phil Lynn, David Robinson, Toby Hall, and John Tory, who is also the mayor of the city of Toronto.
Wow.
So then she says, don't care if you'll come for me. You have 3 weeks. So you have for 3 weeks straight, and we still get up every time you knock us down. My mother, the co-founder, is 82. What gentlemen's will spend every penny defending the company and employees? Ted's wishes. Nothing you can do will deter us. Bring us on. She says, you can stop me anytime by ceasing and desisting and then stepping down. No, I won't bring up anything without full receipts. I got him from the last 20 years. Who's vulnerable now? I'm guessing Ed's PR crisis firm, hordes of lawyers, Trump supporters will come for me. Let's go.
Sisters don't fuck around. When they go public, they go.
I'm gonna start following Martha.
Yeah, she's a great follow. Great
Martha L. Rogers is how you can follow.
This
Martha.
is Succession.
This is happening.
Show.
I know.
Yep. Right in front of us.
Dude, it gets better. She was just warming up with the tweet shit. She says, next, truth about the Trump scandal 5 months ago. Their involvement threatening us to suppress it or else there'll be severe personal repercussions, and they very much can. Navigator, which is a PR company owned by a super douchebag named Jamie Watt, who was responsible for painting me as a homophobe when I left the Edge. That's what they paid him for. Must be shitting their pants. There's so much more. I'll gladly blow up my life to stop this. Succession, Locke, she says? Please. It feels more like Game of Thrones, like Toronto Life said in 2014. And I hope to God I'm Arya. Maisie Williams killed that, by the way. She's brilliant, she says. Thank God it's 2021 instead of 2007. And yes, you know what I mean. I'll talk about that. How you doing, Navigator? So there's something here with Navigator, and I want to know what it is.
Navigator's got their paws in like everything. Everything. And often they will play both sides and then just take the guy that will like... that wants to pay them more money. I lost the contract with with National Post because of Navigator, just threatening letters saying that I can't talk to certain sources and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they are like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I wish Dean, you might have a better idea than this because I am not allowed inside the gates of the exclusive. That's why I always have to hop it in the back and run through the kitchen. Right. That's usually what I do. But the idea that there's that this Jamie Watt guy is so powerful, like so powerful. And he is. And I'm just like, why is he though? Like all of his friends just do whatever he seems to want them to do. Like apparently they only have to send letters. Like they hardly ever actually have to exercise any actual legal strategy where they file with the courts because they're just so feared. How did that happen? Do you have any idea how that happened? They're a crisis management firm. I think people in the public started to hear about them more when the Gomeshi thing happened because they dumped him as a client after taking a bunch of his money after he did like that Facebook post.
Sweet.
And well, still, it was like, and then I've heard a whole bunch of other stuff about Kevin Donovan and how Navigator and Kevin Donovan are the information swappers. Yeah, which is actually not. It's unethical what Donovan does. Yeah.
Dude, listen, media is not ethical in this country. Crisis management is not ethical in this country. And let me share with you a little story about Jamie Watt and Navigator. You know the great part about me is I get to say all this stuff because I paid the fucking freight. Anyway, here's the deal. So Jamie Watt has long been a guy that he's a fixer. He's like a fixer, but he fixes things in the court of public opinion. And what's available to Jamie Watt is incredible because he works with a lot of big companies and a lot of very wealthy people on the sly. So when you see a really wealthy person try and claw back their reputation, there's a really good chance in this country, Jamie Watt's involved.
Yeah.
And the way that Jamie Watt does that is he goes and talks to different people in the media. He gets them to write nice pieces, or he goes to different. And listen, I have friends that our boy Bob Richardson, who owned Edelman for the longest time, lovely guy. He apprised me of all this stuff after I got let go from the Edge, and he was like, "Here's what they did. Jamie Watt, who he knows well, was paid by Chorus to make me appear to be homophobic based on something that they didn't have any issues with prior to me getting fired." And the reason why this was told to me by several people, including the former president of Chorus, is that they didn't want you to go work somewhere else and take what you built for them. They wanted to try and keep that. So the goal for them was they hired Jamie Watt, and they said, "Jamie, we want you to paint Dean as an incredible homophobe." Guess who got fired for being a homophobe?
Wow.
What has two thumbs? He got fired for being a homophobe.
And put it in his eye right now.
And to the point where after it happened,
Hold on.
this is a true story.
When did you find out about his involvement in your story?
I would say 6 to 10 months after I left. It was
That soon.
Now it's probably the first
with,
guest that you have every time someone gets destroyed, isn't it, Dean?
Oh, yeah. It's like, where's Jamie Watt? What?